Picture this. It's the iconic 24 Hours of Le Mans, the world's most grueling endurance race. The year is 1991. The air crackles with anticipation as the Mazda 787B is on its way to write an incredible story. A David versus Goliath story. Small Japanese manufacturer daring to take on legendary giants like Mercedes, Peugeot, and Jaguar. And yet Mazda did it armed with the revolutionary rotary engine that echoed throughout the race. This is not just a story about a race car. It's a story of triumph against the odds, of relentless pursuit, and a legacy that would reverberate through the corridors of time. Get ready to embark on a thrilling journey as we unravel the captivating tale of the Mazda 787B. A racing legend that will leave you breathless and redefine your perception of automotive excellence. In 1951, a German company called NSU Motorenwerk AG embarked on a quest to create an engine that would eventually become synonymous with the Mazda name. Led by engineer Felix Wankel, they developed a revolutionary power plant known as the Wankel rotary engine. Mazda recognized the potential of the Wankel rotary engine and its ability to outperform conventional power plants. To prove its superiority, Mazda made a bold decision to enter the world of motorsport. They debuted a Wankel-powered Mazda Cosmo, which achieved an impressive fourth-place finish at the 84-hour Marathon de la Route, held at the legendary Nürburgring circuit in Germany. This achievement showed the world that the rotary engine was not only reliable but also capable of remarkable performance. Building on the success of the Cosmo, Mazda formed their motorsport team, Mazda Sports Corner, also known as Mazda Speed from 1983 onwards. Throughout the 1980s, Mazda unleashed a series of endurance machines, starting with the 717C prototype. But it wasn't until the late 1980s that they joined the iconic Group C category with the mighty Mazda 767. In 1988, Mazda entered two Mazda 767s in the iconic 24 Hours of Le Mans race. They finished 17th and 19th overall, a respectable achievement. However, it was clear that Mazda still had a long way to go to claim victory at this prestigious event. The following year, they returned with an upgraded version of the 767, named the 767B. Two of these B versions finished 7th and 9th overall, while a lone 767 secured 12th place. Despite the progress, Mazda was aware that their rivals, such as Toyota and Nissan, were formidable opponents. Winning Le Mans seemed like an impossible challenge. But Mazda was determined to push the boundaries of their engineering prowess and create a car that would change the course of history. The Mazda 787, introduced as an evolution of the 767 and 767B, showcased several significant improvements that aimed to enhance its performance on the racetrack. One of the most notable modifications was the introduction of the R26B engine, replacing the 767's 13J Wankel rotary engine. The custom-built R26B featured new design elements, including 3 spark plugs per rotor, carbon fiber apex seals, variable length trumpets, and continuously variable intakes. These enhancements allowed the 4-rotor, naturally aspirated R26B engine to produce an impressive 650 horsepower at 8,500 RPM. In addition to the engine upgrade, Mazda made improvements to the 787's cooling system and aerodynamics. The radiators were relocated to the nose of the car, allowing for smoother bodywork and improved airflow. The revised intake system facilitated the movement of air from the front, underneath the bodywork, and through the radiator, enhancing cooling efficiency. The addition of side intakes above the exhaust vents aided in engine and brake cooling. The 787's chassis featured a carbon Kevlar monocoque, manufactured by Advanced Composite Technology in the UK. The body, engine, and other components were then assembled at Mazda Speed's racing headquarters in Hiroshima. These advancements in construction and design contributed to the overall lightness and rigidity of the car, enhancing its performance and handling capabilities. For the 1991 season, FIA introduced a new set of rules to try and make Group C racing more attainable. The new regulations allowed new 3.5-liter engine cars to compete alongside older Formula Group C cars. This decision aimed to increase the grid capacity by including more entries. Yet, this was not a popular choice for manufacturers as the old Group C cars were still far superior. However, Mazda's 787 remained one of the few factory teams to enter a new 3.5-liter engine car. And this car was the 787B, the improved version of its predecessor 787. Following the 1990 season, Mazda continued to refine the 787's chassis and R26B engine. The focus was on improving performance and increasing reliability for Le Mans. The intake system received further enhancements, with Mazda's engineers developing a continuously variable telescopic intake runner controlled by the 787B's ECU. These advancements resulted in increased torque and optimized engine performance. Moreover, the now improved engine could output an astonishing 930 horsepower in qualifying mode. The collaboration between Mazda and the French Oreca team, under the guidance of advisor Jaguar XJR, played a crucial role in the 787B's success. They secured special dispensation from FIA, allowing the 787B to compete at a lower weight than its competitors in the C2 class. This advantage enabled the 787B to weigh as little as 830 kilograms, 1,830 pounds, providing a competitive edge. It's June 22, 1991, the day of the 59th edition of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. For this year's race, Mazda fielded two 787s with the traditional white and blue Mazda color scheme and one 787B, adorned with its distinctive orange and green livery. As we said earlier, cars like the Mazdas were part of the C2 class, whereas the old Group C prototypes were put in C1 class, which were favored. So, for the race, the Mazdas have been pushed 7 places back to start 19th, 23rd, and 30th, because of the favorable C1 prototypes. As you can imagine, the 787B was regarded as an underdog by all. But Mazda had hopes, and they knew this was their only shot at victory at Le Mans, thanks to the regulations, which meant that their beloved prototype would be banned for next season.
Go off at the front. To sum up, the two Peugeot 905s are on the front row. They keep the lead at the start despite the Mercedes 1 really going for it. After starting on the 6th row, Schlesser very quickly climbs to 3rd.
As the race unfolded, the Mazda 787B showcased its competitiveness as opposed to everybody's expectations. The driver lineup of Volker Weidler, Johnny Herbert, and Bertrand Gachet skillfully piloted the 787B through the challenging circuit, maneuvering through intense competition and unpredictable weather conditions. As we all know, speed is not everything at Le Mans, and thanks to its superior fuel efficiency and reliability, the Mazda 787B was able to fight against fierce rivals such as the Jaguar XJR-12, the Peugeot 905, and the Mercedes-Benz C11. Other than a broken headlight bulb, only a precautionary wheel bearing change was the issue for the 787B, along with the routine brake pad and rotor change, which was expected during its pit stops. Luck has also played its part in the success, with them only taking the lead in the 22nd hour when the leading Sauber C11 was forced to pit due to a mechanical problem. As a result, the number 55 Mazda took the checkered flag after 362 laps and 4,932.2 kilometers, also a then new record at the Circuit de la Sarthe. The moment was historic and electrifying as the Mazda team celebrated their remarkable achievement. The passing out before the podium of the main driver of the 787B, Johnny Herbert, can explain how hard the team fought for this victory. A victory that forever etched the 787B's name in motorsport history. The triumph of the Mazda 787B at the 1991 24 Hours of Le Mans was an iconic moment that transcended mere racing success. It marked the first and only victory for a Japanese manufacturer at Le Mans, and to this day, Mazda remains the only company to win with a rotary-powered car. The victory not only showcased the incredible performance of the rotary engine, but also solidified Mazda's reputation as a manufacturer of innovative and daring automobiles. The 787B became a symbol of Mazda's engineering excellence, pushing boundaries and defying expectations. Today, the Mazda 787B is revered as a legendary racing machine, forever remembered for its distinctive engine note. Its daring orange and green livery, and the triumph it achieved at the iconic 24 Hours of Le Mans. If you guys like the video, make sure to subscribe to not miss another one. And check some of the other videos about legendary cars and their interesting history.